Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at the energies and predictions for the sign of Scorpio for the month of September. Now, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. All right, Scorpio, let's go ahead and get into this reading here for you. See what's coming forward for you as we take a look at this brand new month of September 2025. Do hope your month of August was amazing, and I hope that September is even better for you. We'll go ahead and get all the cards out here, get everything set up and in view, and then we'll get right into it for you. And one thing I want to put on your radar is that in September we do have the second series of eclipses here coming up. So the first one will be on the 7th of the month, and then the second one will be on the 21st. And usually eclipses are pretty big times of the year energetically, and usually the energies of the eclipses play out over a longer distance, over a longer time horizon, usually like 6 to 12 months. But yeah, just wanted to throw that out there. Allow that to be something you are aware of. Okay, cool. And definitely liking what I'm seeing here. Let's go ahead and take a look at the energy on the bottom for you here, Scorpio. You do have the Empress. Okay, so the Empress is absolutely a card that you want to see in a tarot reading. This is a major energy of abundance in the tarot. And, you know, this person here the Empress is surrounded by so much abundance. The flowing water, the bushes, even in this case, the seat that the throne that they're sitting on has like fruit in the pattern. Fruit represents the ability to sustain yourself. And the Empress in and of itself connects to fertility. So the Empress is about this idea of being able to create life or bring life into the world. So you can think about the Empress, it is the feminine part of yourself, right? It can also generally refer to the mother as well in the tarot, but it is the feminine part of yourself, but it's also this idea that maybe some situation in your life, there is like fertile ground for you to plant a seed, to get started on something, to push forward on something here as well. I think or even complete something as we have, wow, triple tens here, all in the lower row. Wow, I just caught that. Maybe there is fertile ground for you to absolutely complete something and close something out here during this time, Scorpio. I think that some of you could absolutely be closing an important chapter here or creating excuse me for bumping the camera there, creating an important completion in one's life. Okay, and I think that you're going to have some really nice, I think you're going to have like some acceleration in that area. I think you're going to have a nice push to finish something out or wrap something up or close or complete something here in this month of September. And the reason that I say that is with the Eight of Wands in the middle, the Eight of Wands is accelerated motion. It is something pushing ahead. And the fact that it's the middle card is important because this middle card spills into the rest of the cards. All of the cards touch the Eight of Wands, right? So this can be a breakthrough in the tarot. This can be a final push in this case as you have 3 tens, triple tens here in the lower row. That almost never happens, okay? It can be the acceleration of that timeline. It can also be messages that are very important that come in from a distance. Phone calls, text messages, letters, emails, these sorts of things could all be kind of showing up for you during this time that are quite important, Scorpio, in this month of September for you, okay? This is a travel card as well. I just don't see it otherwise. I don't think that's a huge timeline for many people here, but I just feel like saying it. Why don't we go ahead? Let's move into, I'm really like, I will say stunned or shocked here that we have 3 threes in a row, like in a row together. That is wild. So almost never happens. Let's see what's in the first column. You have the Seven of Cups, the Queen of Wands, and the Ten of Pentacles. So the Seven of Cups, it may indicate that, you know, some of you may have been in a sort of like a cloudy type of moment here, okay? You may have been in a haze or there may have been some confusion prior to this time, okay? I think that this was in the past. I think there might have been some confusion around all of the options and choices that you had available to you. The Seven of Cups, it represents maybe being overwhelmed. it does say that you have a lot of options. Okay, the good thing is that you have options. Okay, optionality is present when you get the Seven of Cups. So it feels in this reading like this is a good problem to have. Okay, sometimes like in life we have difficult choices or decisions, but these are good problems to have, right? These are good situations, right? You're not in a rock and a hard place. You're sort of in a win-win scenario here, it feels like, for you with that Seven of Cups. With that, you have the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands may indicate that you're very busy during this period of time. I think that something's closing out here. Okay, I think this is about, trying to get from point A to point B in this month. The Queen of Wands is their calendar's always full. They're, always here, there, and everywhere. But the thing about the Queen of Wands is this is somebody who's confident. This is somebody who's courageous, who's bold, assertive, and they're fun to be around as well. The Queen of Queen of Wands is fun to be around. In fact, you have the Sun here as well. Okay, so not the Sun, but you see the not the Sun tarot card, but you see the sunflowers here. Okay, which are present on the Queen of Wands card. And the sunflowers, they represent happiness. They represent success in the tarot usually. Okay, so for you, there's success all over the board here. Okay, there really is, and I think here, with the final card in this column, you have the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so the Ten of Pentacles with the Empress, this is a combination that is like, you can't get more abundant than this combination, right? These cards are the most abundant cards in the tarot. Maybe other than like the Sun. The Sun would be in there too. That would be like a third card that you could throw in there. But these are the cards, okay? So like with Ten of Pentacles, you see the kind of the wealthy family here in the estate, in the courtyard. They own the courtyard. You see the grandfather, the grandfather, the children, the grandchildren, the dogs, right? This represents family in some respects, but it represents generations, okay? So this could be generational money, right? This could be money that's passed down, inheritances, wills, legacies, trusts, leaving a legacy, building a legacy. If this is something that you are not receiving at this time, let's say you're not receiving an inheritance, you are focused on setting that up for future generations, for yourself. This is the highest vibration of the Ten of Pentacles. Yes, it can indicate windfalls. Yes, it can generally say that your abundance is on the upswing. It's increasing, especially with this fertility abundance energy of the Empress, certainly. But this is generally a very good sign, okay, in the tarot. Tens are also always completions, or they can be completions in a reading as well. So you have this here across the board. I'm trying to think, is this an inheritance? For some people, this might be. For some people, this might be. Is this money being passed down to you? Yes, it might be. Let me get some more details on this. You have the Two of Cups, the Eight of Wands, and the Ten of Wands. Two of Cups, it is a significant love card. It is the best love card from my perspective. There may be a nice situation that is happening there. Two of Cups, Ace of Cups is a good combo. This could be new love beginning and also going very deep into a relationship with someone. That could certainly be the case, and that's starting and beginning to blossom for you, for sure. By the way, you do have a fertility combination here with the Ace of Cups and the Empress in terms of like maybe some of you are trying for a child. That could certainly be the case, as well as this swift movement. Wands, if you throw Wands cards in with those two cards, that can certainly be bringing a new person into the world. That could absolutely be on the table for some. Maybe it's also your grandchildren as well. Like if you're not of age for conception, maybe it's your grandchildren or your children or your grandchildren that are here on the reading as well. So that's something I want to throw out. If you're not trying, I would just say do what you have to do there, okay? And just heads up, warning. But I like what's happening here in the relationships. It's interesting, the Devil and the Ten of Swords, we're going to try to get into what that might mean. And I think ultimately I'm going to have to really clarify those two cards because every card here is just so positive. We talked about the Eight of Wands. There's some news coming in here. There may be messages coming in from a distance in some way. I think something's pushing ahead. I think final push energy here with the Ten of Wands too. Ten of Wands indicates hard work. It indicates maybe even exhaustion as well. Okay, this person's worked very hard. You can see their clothing, right? Their clothes are like weary and battered, and they're struggling to sort of like carry the wands. This is all a symbol, symbolic of somebody who's been through a journey. Okay, they've been through it for sure, and they've been working very hard in pursuit of some end goal or completion. Wands heads up usually indicates career, so this is why I'm like, I want more confirmation that this is like, is this a career gain that some of you are making? Is this in a windfall that some of you are receiving? What does this look like? Finally, you have the Ace of Cups, the Devil, and the Ten of Swords in the final column. So the Ace of Cups, it is new love. I like that with the Two of Cups next to it. The Devil is something that is toxic potentially in your life. I would also suggest that the Devil is the positive messages of the Devil. First, it could just indicate a Capricorn. Interestingly enough, the Devil is the sign of Capricorn in the tarot. So you may be meeting a Capricorn as well. But the other positive messages of the Devil is like, it may indicate that you do have some desires as well, which desires are not necessarily a bad thing, in life. It may very well indicate that you have some desires at this time with the Devil card here as well. And some of you may look to fulfill those desires in a certain way. It may also indicate that you do have power over a situation. Okay, but the question of the Devil is, how does this person, you or someone else in your life, wield the power, right? Because the negative aspect of the Devil is, this could be abuses of power. This could be somebody who keeps you under their thumb. This could be something that you feel like you want to get out from, okay? But you're having a hard time doing that. That type of thing can show up with the Devil, for sure. So this may also just be a habit or routine or something that you're doing in your life that you shouldn't be doing, right? As well. It can also be this idea of ignoring something, kicking the can down the road, right? Putting something off, right? That you need to do. These sorts of things. Avoidance in a certain way. With the Ten of Swords, this is a complete and total closing of a door, right? Slamming the door shut. It is an ending. What I like here is you're in a win-win. Okay, you are in a win-win here. Okay, so if, for example, something's not working out with a person, maybe in your love situation, this is a win-win. Okay, this is actually going to end up being a good thing for you. Okay, you get your time, you get your freedom, you get your space, but you also get to be out of that situation. Okay, so it's sort of whatever the case is here. There's absolutely a completion ending that's going on. Triple tens, man, I don't know that that's ever happened in, what is it now? It's almost 5 years. Wow, almost 5 years on YouTube. I don't know that this has ever happened, triple tens in the lower row. So let's see what else we have here. Let's try to clarify this even more. I really need some clarification here for you, Scorpio. We're going to go ahead and pull some oracle cards, and then we'll move into the tarot clarifications as well for you. All right. All right, let's see what we have here. All right, we'll take these two as well. Let's take a look at the energy on the bottom. You do have conflict and defeats. Okay, conflict and defeats here on the bottom. So for you, that is the conflict and the defeat card is the Five of Swords. Let's see how that plays out into the rest of this. You pulled a bunch of oracle cards here. You have hope, as well as financial and material changes. Okay, so that's the Star and the Five of Pentacles. You have shadow, as well as transformation. That would be the Moon and the Death card. I do think that there is sort of Dark Night of the Soul thing, energy here showing up for you in this month, for sure. Okay, I think this going to end up being a win-win. I firmly believe that. Okay, but there's maybe Dark Night of the Soul energy here. You have balance and harmony. Okay, I like that combination of cards for sure, balance and harmony. And then finally, you have spiritual strength, as well as partnerships and alliances. Okay, so what do we, what is the takeaway here? You've got the Lovers card in the harmony energy, and then you've got the balance card, which is the Justice card. There is a formal situation that's happening here in a relationship. Could this mean a tying of the knot? It could. Could this mean a separation of assets and separating? It could. Especially as you have the transformation card, you have this devil energy, you have the Ten of Swords, the conflict and defeats, this idea of 3 tens as well. and this desire for spiritual strength at this time, certainly those timelines could be on the table for you. There may also be changes here happening. I think the financial and material changes in this case are actually pretty good for you, as you have the Ten of Pentacles here with the Empress and something pushing ahead. So why don't we go ahead and let's take a look at the tarot clarification so we can really drill into what's going on here with these triple tens, this ending for you, as well as the devil and the relationship stuff. So let's go ahead and get into this here. Now, as always, Scorpio, I do really appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for spending your time with me, and I do hope things are going well for you. You do have the Four of Pentacles. You have the Seven of Cups again in the same column. And you have the Ten of Pentacles clarifying the Ten of Pentacles. Wow. Yeah, this is like, I would say, let me really think about this, but yeah. No, this is like the biggest inheritance card, the Ten of Pentacles, okay? You do have, yeah. No, we don't have the, you do have the Empress, which can indicate a parent. This could indicate mother, right? The Empress would be the mother, the Emperor would be the father here. So in some respects, kind of in an abstract way, this could refer to a family member, right? So that confirmation is pretty significant for me. The fact that you have a Ten of Pentacles on a Ten of Pentacles, that there may be a windfall here that's happening for you, okay? With the Seven of Cups and the Queen of Wands, I would really recommend that you get a hold on your schedule this month, okay? Your schedule is going to be chock full, okay? You're going to be balancing a lot of responsibilities in this month ahead, okay, is what I feel here. And it could be very easy to sort of be weighed down or to be overwhelmed by all of the many responsibilities that are on your plate in this month ahead, okay, with everything going on here. So I would get a hold on your schedule. I would get a hold on, get organized in this month with the double sevens, for sure, Seven of Cups. And the Four of Pentacles is somebody who's very good at managing what they have. It is a card of fear as well, fear of losing something. As you see, they're holding the Pentacles very tightly. Let's see what else we have. We have the King of Wands, the Queen of Swords, as if I was anticipating it, and the Sun card. So, King of Wands, Queen of Swords, Sun. Pretty awesome combination as well. The Sun is it's really the best card in the tarot. So, I am just a little stunned that we have this 10 clarifying the 10 here. We've got 4 10s in the lower row. Actually, the Sun is number 19, okay? 1 plus 9 is 10, okay? In an abstract way, all of these cards in some way are 10s, okay? Yeah, this is just, I'm a little taken aback here. So let me try to give you the best guidance as possible, but the Sun is truth as well. So it's not only success, it's not only happiness, it's the happiest card, it's the best card in the tarot. It can bring about success into your life as well, but it's also about the truth. It's the exposure of a truth, okay? So for those of you who are a little uneasy or unsure, is something ending? I'm telling you something's completing out. Something's closing out, a cycle's closing out. I'm telling you that this is happening, okay? And this is actually going to end up being a win-win scenario for you, okay? The King of Wands is somebody who's very exciting to be around. Same with the Queen of Wands. You do have a counterpart here. There is something stacking up. You have the Queen of Wands here. You have the King of Wands there. There's something stacking up in the relationship areas here, okay, of your life. And it's hard to say. We're going to really be able to get more details here with the final column on what's going on with that. But with the Queen of Swords, the King of Wands, by the way, outside of like the relationship stuff, it's just that there's a counterpart here, right? Outside of that, the King of Wands is the entrepreneur of the tarot. This is somebody who's very successful in business and career. This is somebody who's a leader in these areas, and they're fun to be around. But this is a good sign for those of you who are business owners or you're entrepreneurs in some way, this could be a lot of success that's available to you during this month for sure. With the Queen of Swords, it's about clear and direct communication. If you need to cut something off or cut something out, the Queen of Swords may be an indication of that happening. All right, you have the King of Pentacles, you have the Nine of Pentacles, and you have the Hanged Man. All right, so as it relates to the relationship, I think if you are in a period of limbo with this person, the Hanged Man, if you are in a wait and see scenario here with this person, that's going to end, okay? And does that mean the relationship's ending? No. The feeling of being in a wait and see or not knowing where you stand with this person, that is ending, okay? So that could be formal commitment to each other or separation from each other. It could be either or. But what is for sure is with the Hanged Man here, number 12, this period of being in limbo or not exactly embracing what's in front of you, this is no longer going to be the case as it relates to that relationship, okay? And so you will know where you stand, especially because you have that Queen of Swords in the middle. And I think this may even be, you may be bringing this upon the other person as well. Like, hey, what's going on here? You know, the Queen of Swords person is very direct in communication. So there could be even like some exposure of a truth here with the Sun card, for sure. Now this is a win-win scenario, regardless of what the outcome is, okay, for you, okay? And you probably already know that. The Nine of Pentacles and the Devil, be careful of your spending, okay? Now I understand what this Devil card is. Okay, Nine of Pentacles, this is somebody who loves luxuries in life, which is fine because they've earned it. Nine of Pentacles is a financially independent person. They like to treat themselves, that's fine. The Devil's influence, though, is this too much, right? So just fair warning, but generally it's very good to see the Nine of Pentacles in a tarot reading because it means that you can sustain yourself and you've built some level of financial independence for yourself. So it's very good. Finally, the King of Pentacles is this idea of being a practical leader, you know, a down-to-earth person. Energy on the bottom, you do have the Star. Once again, you had that here as well in the Oracle cards. So the Star is, wish fulfillment. It's something that you want to see finally coming in. It is also healing after upheaval as well. The Star is a card of tranquility and healing from maybe a surprising or challenging, unexpected situation as well. So there's a really solid message here for you during this time, Scorpio. Let's go ahead and let's take a look at the Kipper energies here. Couple cards in my mind, if I see them, I will absolutely say, oh, this is what I was looking for. Okay, you have community, mature woman, courthouse, okay, marriage, right, main male, and journey. So yeah, there's this, I wouldn't be surprised if the relationship goes further. You take it to the next level with someone here. Okay, you have courthouse and marriage. Are you all getting hitched at this time? No, but like, could it be a significant milestone in the relationship that you're in? Yes, I could absolutely see that. Also, formal documents, formal legal situations, you know, inheritances are like, they inherently go through some sort of like process, right? A legal process in that, you know, with estate tax and everything like that. So I was looking for something like that here. This is the card I was looking for. There it is. Okay, sudden wealth. I was also looking for the Great Fortune card, which you do not have. But there's a real opportunity for a windfall for some people. Okay, don't get risky. This is just a tarot reading. You know, don't put yourself in like a bad spot. Okay, even though you see the slot machine here. But I'm saying there's some sort of like, I think it's probably an inheritance or something like this stacking up for you. Okay, some type of windfall in your life that could really be coming in. And in the relationship areas here, this is win-win. No matter where you are in this reading, this is win-win. Something's closing out, triple tens. in the lower row, actually 4 quads, which almost never happens. But yeah, anyway, Scorpio, thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll most certainly be talking to you again soon.